Where have all good men gone, and where are all the gods?
God, you're so
Where's the
good for
streetwise
lying.
Hercules to find a rising one?
This is not how you do a
You
first
It was,
impression.
I don't know
you're
the, oh,
drowning.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know the rest
This
of
is
the
not how
words.
you do a first impression
Ladies,
to a stream.
and I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need.
What's
Hit
with my
it.
ear bleeding?
Ah, I need a
Where's that
hero.
from?
Hello, everyone. Hello, we're
I
live.
hate every
We
single
began with a
second of
lovely
it.
song. All right, okay. Hello, and today we are live. I'm your host, Leo Bryan, and I am with.
We didn't rehearse this. You
All right,
took us completely off guard with
okay.
the singing.
It was meant to be a reference.
I know it's a reference, but you still took me off guard.
Okay. All right. We have Zach. We
Hi.
have Indominus.
You can
Sorry, buddy.
the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. I know you can say Indominus.
Indominus. All right, there we go.
3 years.
Indominus. And this idiot. I'm only joking. Jokes.
Ho, ho,
Um,
ho.
all right, we're only messing. All right, so this is a very fun talk about show, and we have special plans for the next one. But let's not talk
Do
about the
we?
next one. We're going to talk in this one. So today we're going to be talking about the Raya and the Last Dragon trailer, Spirited Away, because it was requested by Marvel Fanboy. He wanted me to talk about Spirited Away in this talk about show. Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and Shrek 2, because it was on TV last week, so why not? Right, so we're going to start things off, and Zach, you better have patience. We're going to start things off with Indomine. Oh my god, I
What?
can't say it again.
What's the first? What's the first topic?
What?
One of those.
Ray and the Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Indomin. Indom. Oh
Just
my
say it.
god. Indominus.
Just say it. Just say it the way you normally do. It's easier.
Indominus. Can you give your thoughts on the Raya and the Last Dragon teaser?
I watched it about a week ago. I don't remember anything, but from what I remember, which is nothing, it seems decent. That's
All
all I
right.
have to say.
Do you have any? All right.
I
So
don't really
pretty
have any
much it.
thoughts about it. I've already forgotten everything.
Jules, give your thoughts on the trailer.
Okay, so I want to say this right now. Finally, this has something original about Disney instead of sequels.
True.
Well,
But
even though I love
but
these, you know,
Moana just came out 4 years ago.
I know, but even though I like Ralph Briggs the Internet and Frozen too, so yep. And so yes, and yeah, I'm really excited. So well, it's Disney, so I'm really excited. But there's one thing about this: if the COVID will be worse, may will be. I don't know. This will be gonna be on. Will be Disney Plus soon, or will be still released in theaters. So that's a really a good question about this. And everything on that, this trailer
They're
was
saying that there might be a vaccine.
what? What,
They're
Lee?
saying the vaccine might be ready in March. The
It's
Yeah.
vaccine might be ready in March. So
Yeah.
Keyword
well,
we have
is
chances.
might.
Night.
there's one
Yeah.
by made by
Yes.
a company called Pfizer that's in
All right.
late testing phases and seemingly reasonably effective. So that'll be. Hopefully it works, and hopefully life can resume sometime early next year because I've been spending an obscene amount of time at this desk in this chair.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. Anything on that, and I'm really excited,
You got a question, actually.
and I'm and I'm still seeing. So yeah. Overall, great trailer. Really good trailer. That's all.
All right.
That's
Before we get to Zach, you have a question. Oh wait. Whoops.
Oh,
oh,
what?
Yes. Oh, why did you change
I was
it?
confused by the first one. Now the second one is. Okay, honest answer.
I prefer the first
I've
one.
played them in the past, but it's been a long time.
All right.
I don't know why that's relevant, but okay.
the teddy pig.
All right.
Have you seen the meme where it turns out Peppa Pig is big
Why?
like Batman? Peppa
I don't
Pig
get you
is like
people.
6 feet tall. How do you? I've already lost track already.
Oh, we're gonna be happy for this. So
All right.
All right. Zach, would you like to give your thoughts on the teaser?
Yeah, I watched it like 2 or 3 hours ago. It seems interesting. It's different than a lot of the Disney stuff I've seen. There was a brief moment there where I was getting kind of Tomb Raider vibes when she was like entering that I guess no other word for it, that tomb. I was getting like Tomb Raider video game vibes from that one section, but it's like it seems like it's going to be an interesting movie. I like the trying something new. And if things are normal
try
enough by
something
next
new for a
March, maybe
change.
I'll see it. What?
Yeah, I think. Fair enough. All right. So
Yeah,
I guess it's
sounds
my
interesting.
go. Actually, I love how Zach just goes. Yeah, it seems interesting. Yeah, it seems interesting.
That
Just sounds
yes.
so desperate.
hey, Jack. Here's one thing about
Yes,
this.
It's the colored shirt, isn't it?
Do you think
No,
this
just
be-
I don't know.
I want
Say
to
again?
all right. Do you think it's better than this? This is gonna be better than Home on the Range. The Disney
I haven't
film?
heard of that. What? Let me
I
Google
haven't
that
seen
real
Home
quick.
on the Range
I
in like
recognize the name.
Home
a long,
on the
long time.
Range. What, the
Yeah.
2004 film? That it's got a 5.4 on IMDb. That's a low bar. This is going to be better.
Okay. Yeah, that's one to say.
Let's not get our hopes up.
What am I looking at? I just searched
I'm
something on the range, and I just see
Oh
big
my god!
pigs. What the fuck am I looking at?
Wait, is this hang on? Is this hand animated or computer animation? I'm getting mixed signals here.
Hand is 2D. It's 2D animation.
Okay,
Really?
some of
Alright.
these thumbnails in the trailer, the movie posters and stuff, make it look like it's computer animated. I'm getting very mixed messages.
Image. Okay, that's guys. Look for a Disney Classics cover of Home of the Range. It's like a horror movie.
Oh my god.
Wait, Disney? Hang on a minute. I need to find this now.
I have tears in my eyes.
Home on the Range, Disney Classics. Oh God, that's something.
It looks like he just.
All right. So I guess I'll give my
Huh.
thoughts now.
Yeah.
All right.
Not on Home on the Range.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, as for my thoughts on this trailer, it's all right. It's a nice little trailer. It's fine. I think it looks pretty good. The animation looks amazing, beyond outstanding. I think the story, you don't see. Here's the thing with most teasers: you don't get the idea of the story. You're just kind of given an idea with the main character. You're not given the plot. So I think the teaser is pretty good as a teaser. It does its job well. The animation, like I said, looks amazing. I think it looks like it could be good. Could it top the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy? I don't know. Maybe we just gotta wait and see. But
Yes, one single movie is going to top a whole entire trilogy.
I'm calling it now. Nope.
well, actually, a whole entire trilogy that's been going on for 9 years. So
I'm still calling it now.
boom.
No, it's not going to top it. It's probably going to be a
Alright,
good film
well,
because
we'll wait and
Disney
see.
in general produces consistently fairly decent movies, with a few major exceptions, like those live-action remakes.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the time they can be good. But yeah, I'd like to see it in the cinema. Yeah, I might. I'd like to review it and all. So it looks pretty good. Right, that's my thoughts. So, Raya and the Last Dragon is burned. Well, it's not burned, but the topic is burned, as in we breathe it with fire.
Burn, baby,
Thank
burn.
you for explaining the joke, Lee. It wasn't funny in the
Disco
first place.
Inferno.
It wasn't funny in the first place, and now it's even less funny.
Okay,
Your joke, but worse.
I'm only joking. All right. Okay. Actually, hang on. We have a question from Mitchell.
More questions.
Damn. More.
Yes, I have played a few of them. That's
I'm
why.
afraid
That's
I
why I
haven't.
was getting Tomb Raider vibes.
Okay, so now we move on to the 2001 animated film. This was requested by a Marvel fanboy, Spirited Away. Indominus, can you discuss Spirited Away?
I've never seen it.
Okay,
Huh. That seems like a problem.
move on.
It's on my list.
Say,
I haven't seen it.
Lee. Yeah. Hey, Lee.
All right, Jose.
I'm not the only one. Same. I'd never seen the movie.
Good
Okay.
pick, Lee. Good pick.
Well,
Lee, you
it's on
brought in
Netflix.
2 people
But-
which haven't seen it. Half of
You're-
your guests
I
haven't
was
seen the movie
requested
you're
to
talking about.
talk
I'm
about
getting
it,
the
so
feeling this
I
is
just
going to be a rather
decided to
short
put it in there.
podcast.
By the way, I might watch that movie's on Netflix very soon.
All right.
so-
On Netflix.
Zach,
Yep.
give your
See,
thoughts. Oh,
I actually did go out of my way to
Spirited
rewatch
Away.
the film because I've seen it before, but it was like maybe 10 years ago, and I barely remembered anything. I watched it again like 2 days ago because I apparently I'm the only one who studies for these. This is a test, right?
I've been really busy lately, okay?
Not really.
But anyway, so I did rewatch it, and I'll be honest, it's a bit odd. It's not super my thing, but I understand why people love this movie. It's really high quality. It's very well done. It's interesting.
You just don't really like it.
It's not my thing, but it's not a bad film either. I get why people love this film.
As in,
That's my honest
well
thoughts.
made, objectively pretty good, but you personally don't really like it. Hang on, you got another question, Zach.
I have not, but I really should because I love Edgar Wright movies. I have not seen
Yes,
that
Edgar
yet.
Wright is.
I have the
fantastic.
DVD.
He's
Wait,
one of
where's the
best-
DVD?
he's one
Oh,
of-
there it is.
He's one of the best directors working today. I, as a fan of his work, I do personally
Love
think
this. That movie was awesome.
I need
You
to
got
see
that
it.
right.
It's on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Which yeah.
I've been.
Oh, yeah, but-
I am a junior in college. College is really hard. I'm studying to be
Hang
an
on, you
engineer.
got
and It's
another
eating my
question.
life. I'm
New
sorry,
Orca.
dude. I'm gonna have to
It's
say
New Orca.
I don't really. No, I'm sorry. I don't look at names really when I'm looking at the
Hold
chat.
on a second. Is this the
Huh?
alt account for New Walker? Because he had a alternative account in the last.
Yes.
Hmm.
That is him.
Yeah. So,
All right.
but yeah.
So-
I guess I should. It's
I
on my list of things I probably should watch.
And also, can we just point out the fact that Lee skipped the most important question? What's your thoughts on the inevitability of death?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Oh, well.
Bit of an odd
I
question.
mean, I'm hoping it happens later rather than sooner, but I'm okay with the concept of death. Screw it.
All right, that's a bit of a weird question to be asking. Okay. All right. As
Oh,
for me,
wait.
Spirited Away.
That was
All right.
quick.
Sorry.
We're halfway through our topics.
Yeah,
and
this
we're
is-
only
I'm-
14 minutes in.
I'm calling it now. This is going to be a very short podcast, unless we fit in like half an hour of just talking crap at the end.
Okay,
myself there.
What's most likely going to happen is that we're probably going to spend an hour talking about Star Wars. That's what I predict.
That's the one I've only seen that movie once in theaters. I haven't seen it since it came out, so
I've seen it
this is the
3
one I
times.
didn't prepare for.
All right. Hang on. No, I haven't seen Friends with Benefits. I haven't.
Let's see. In
Mila
order,
Kunis and
I'm just going to start. Inevitability of Death, yes. Tomb Raider, yes. Animated, whatever. Studio Ghibli, sure. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, not yet. Let's see. I've apparently forgotten about you. Okay. Haven't seen that movie, and no, I'll pass. That's top to bottom on my window. Rapid fire questions with Zach's Museum.
All right. Okay. So, Spirited Away. Yeah, it's a very good film, though I do have a couple of issues, but we'll get to that later. The story's pretty good. It's well executed. I really enjoyed Jiro's journey. I thought that was well done. I think the animation is amazing. It's so crystal clear for something that came out almost 2 decades ago. So it's really, well animated. The music's pretty good. A lot of the characters are good, especially the granny. She's very funny. Although, here's where I get to my flaws. The third act, like, Zach, do you agree when we got to the third act, the movie starts to really drag?
I'm pretty sure that's when I split it over 2 nights, and I'm pretty sure that's about when I turned it off because I just felt like going to bed instead of being. I felt like falling asleep on my own instead of falling asleep during a movie.
And it did go.
My TV's very bright.
Wrong.
It's hard to sleep when that thing's on.
No, I did think the third act really dragged, so I might have to rewatch it. And I thought the ending, for what the film was leading up to, I just think the ending, I wanted a bit more something bittersweet. I wanted a bit more an emotional ending, because it just felt very simple, in my opinion. But it's a very good film, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So that's for me. So, I thought Spirited Away came out in 2001, not 2002.
2002 is in the North America.
Yeah, it came out in 2001,
right.
and looks like 2001 in Japan, and it's not going to be...
Yes, in Japan, yes.
I'm going to have to pull up IMDb for the US release date. Looks like March 20, 2003.
And that movie's win in Oscars for Best Animated Feature.
Huh. It's a very good
The question
film,
is,
though.
did it win one in 2001 or 2003?
Okay, North America... Okay, North
I know, yeah,
North America.
Came out in a year. There, you have your answer.
Came out in 2003 in North America, 2001 in Japan. So.
Oh. Huh.
Hang on.
Took a long
2001
time
in
to
Japan,
redo it.
Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, Philippines. 2002 in a lot of Europe. And 2003 in the US and a wider release in the rest of Europe.
Oh, okay. Because also Order Film was actually... Alright, Order Film was nominated for that. Or Ice Age, the first one. You know,
if you lived in Kuwait, you had to wait till 2005 for it to be released.
You know, Ice Age.
This movie's spread out over 4 years globally. Yeah, kind of odd.
Pretty much.
Wait, yeah.
All right. So, Spirited Away, and we go on to a big topic: the rise of Skywalker. Indominus. I'm gonna have to get used to pronouncing it like that. Indominus Rex 01. Give your thoughts on the rise of Skywalker, and if you want, you can give your very brief thoughts on the other movies.
Ooh, where shall I begin with Rise of Skywalker? Can I just say that in 2015, with the beginning of the sequel series,
2017.
No.
I'm 99% sure it's... I'm pretty sure... Hold on. I think it's 2017.
2015.
I'm a dumbass. It is 2015.
World.
Why am I remembering this wrong? Oh, because there's a 7. The movie is number 7. That's where I'm getting my mix.
Perception of reality.
I don't know anymore. Time is weird. Time is meaningless. The last 9 months feels like 9 years.
As I was saying. What was I saying?
You were saying when it came out in 2015 something. when the first one came out.
Okay, I was very much on board in 2015 with The Force Awakens. I really enjoyed it. I saw it twice in cinemas. I loved it. And then we had 2017 with The Last Jedi. I was neutral on it. I'm still neutral on it now. There are parts of it which are phenomenal, and parts of it which are horrendous. But it's alright, I guess. But then we have The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh.
This trilogy was a mess to begin with all of the production going on behind, with productions going on behind the scenes. But you can just tell that the screenplay for this was written in like the last month before filming it. I mean,
Good way to put it.
I don't know what else to say. I think
So think about how long it came out after the last one.
I think that just summarizes it all. This trilogy wasn't planned to begin with. We had the main villain get killed off in the second one, so we had to bring back Palpatine. Huh?
We'll make it work. It still made $1 billion in the box office. They made it work.
It's a Star Wars movie, of course, makes $1 billion unless it's Solo.
I know, we just got
What
a
did
question.
Solo make?
It didn't make a lot. It lost money.
I'm looking.
It was the first
Solo
ever
Star Wars
Star Wars
story.
movie to lose money.
It made $400 million box office, but it had a $300 million. Holy
Exactly.
crap! That's a big budget. $300 million.
Which means, in order for it to be a real success, it would
You'd have to do like
have
500 mil.
$1.2 billion.
Wait, that's the actual. Wait, hang on. How much did they sink into? Because that budget is just it's movie plus post production for the budget. Then throw in another 150 mil, I'd say, for advertising. So I think your break even would probably be around 450, 500 million.
And normally for a production, for the advertisement, normally they would double the production budget. So therefore, if the
Really?
budget was 300 million, the advertisement would most likely be 300 million, making the overall money spent on the film 600 million. And in order for it to be a success, they would need to double that.
Oh, for it to be a success. Okay.
Yes.
No, you're not talking break even. You're talking make the shareholders happy kind of success.
Yeah.
Well, I don't own Disney stock, or whoever owns. Do they have? Is Disney publicly traded?
Oh god.
Yes, they
I don't
are.
think they would,
Yeah.
considering that Disney.
No, they're publicly traded. Yeah, you can buy a share of Disney right now for $138.36.
Huh?
Yeah, they're publicly traded, dude.
You
It's
can buy a
on the New York
share
Stock
of
Exchange.
Disney
Their
right
their
now.
ticker is DIS.
Yeah, and also the Rise of Skywalkers came out the same day as the movie Cats.
Oh yeah, that's competition. People are definitely going into the theater realizing, oh, I can't get a ticket to Star Wars and seeing Cats. Or I can't get a ticket to Cats. I might as well see Star. I know a guy who saw Cats in a completely empty theater like a week after release.
Really?
Oh,
It was,
That is
like
horrible.
100 seats in the theater, and he saw it. And this is a week after release, and he was the only person.
How much did it
My
cost?
friend went to see it with his family, and they walked out after the first 20 minutes.
He sat through it just no. My friend sat through it just so he could live tweet it, just so he could share the
Hang on.
suffering.
Can I just say,
It has a 2.8 on IMDb. That's hilarious.
Cats costed 95 million, and it only made 47 million.
I'm seeing 75 million for the box office.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at domestic.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't even make its money back from
No, that's depressing. I mean, what were they expecting? Who saw? Oh, we're gonna turn this weird stage play into a movie, and who decided to greenlight that and throw $75 million at it, or whatever the budget was?
They should have just done it in makeup.
I thought we were supposed to be talking about Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, but we need to fill
It's just
time,
that
so let's
the
continue on the
captain is a
tangent.
more interesting topic.
We need to kill time. Tangents. We must fill an hour. We're on topic 3, 25 minutes in. We need about 20 or 30 minutes of fluff to hit the hour. Let's see. The CGI... Wait, hang on. I'm hoping this guy's trolling. Oh, wait, the fat
think
cat
it's like
played by
what?
James Corden. Oh, God.
He's
Yep.
joking. No, he's joking.
I thank God. Good. This is not a
Good.
joking matter.
So
This is not a laughing matter, dude. This is cats. You don't laugh about
that
you,
is
Yeah.
you don't laugh about war crimes.
They basically just
You don't laugh about crimes
just
against
Kung
humanity.
Fu Panda in live action.
Oh, a live action remake of Kung Fu Panda. Oh boy.
God.
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
So, do I talk about the rest of the Star Wars franchise, or should we
Go for
move
it,
on
yes.
to Rise of Skywalker?
All right.
Yeah, continue with Rise of Skywalker. Because we have a bunch of other people to talk about it as well.
I'm finished. I'm pretty much finished with Rise of Skywalker.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't have anything else to say?
Oh, okay. I've got one thing. Who are you? I'm Ray. Ray who? Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yes.
I'm
Oh my god, that
Tommy.
ending is
Yeah.
dumb.
I'm hip with the
They-
kids
Oh
now.
my god, that
Oh,
is
yeah, it's just-
stupid.
Yeah, it's. I remember. I think I left the theater feeling just kind of slightly underwhelmed.
Hang on, Zach. It's
It
not
wasn't
your
a bad
turn to
film.
talk.
But it wasn't a great film. I'm sorry. I'll continue. I'll sorry. I won't continue. I'll shut my face.
Yeah. Don't be cheating. Don't be cheating.
Yeah.
So, Jose, give your thoughts on The Rise of Skywalker.
All right. So the first time I watched is in the theaters, and I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun movie, and I have to give it a 9 out of 10. But when I watched on Disney Plus, the movie had a little bit decline. I give this movie like 8 or 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Not say it's amazing or anything, like the best one, but it's really good. Yeah.
Well, it is nice that you are a more positive person towards it. To be fair, because it has a lot of hate.
Well, wow. It's even man that
But what
movie.
did you like about it? Like, what made it a good film for you?
I'm actually
Well, of
intrigued.
course, the action scene.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay, fair enough.
that was the best thing about the movie, and I give a critic the climax at the end. Well, not the ending, like the movie's over. Like the climax was actually really good.
Yeah, the final battle.
That was amazing. So
Mm.
that's why, yeah.
And what about the characters, Jose?
Oh, it's pretty likable. It's not like as grand in other one like Force Awakens or Last Jedi or something like that. But at least this is better than the Last Jedi. That's what to say.
And what
the
do you think of
Palmer-
the soundtrack?
It was. Come on, it's freaking Star Wars. Jones
It's John
Williams,
Of
man.
course, it's good.
Yeah, he's the legend.
And the story? Well, you said the story was like. Didn't you say the story
Well-
was messy or something?
Well, yeah, sometimes. But I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just. I think it's the same thing or something different or some crap like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's what. And the ending, not it's not as great than expected. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay. So it's nice that you see. It's nice to expand your positivity and explain why you thought it was a good film and why you like it and what is there that you know that you can enjoy. So it's
Yeah.
nice to hear
I
you
could've talked about
entertain
that
yourself.
too.
What?
Doesn't matter. And of
Alright.
course, I just had to make it awkward.
Alright.
Okay. So, Zach, Your
I can say
patience.
something. Woo! Finally.
Rise to
Okay.
Skywalker. Give us your thoughts.
All right. So I haven't seen it since I was. That's what I was checking out. I think I saw it January 12th of this year. So I saw it a couple weeks after release. Which is, the other ones I've made a point to see them very close to release because spoilers and stuff. This one I found myself not caring as much about. Like I saw the Force Awakens. I saw it twice. I saw it opening weekend with some friends, and then I saw it like a month later with Dad and my
16-year-old Zach.
Yeah. No, I mean, what was really
16?
cool though is I would have been, let's see, that was 2015. Yeah, I would have been six. Yeah, I would have been 16.
Ooh,
Wait.
it's our age.
No, I would have just turned
You would have
7.
been my age.
I don't know. Hang on. It was December of 2015.
Oh, you're 21. Right? Yeah, it came out 2015.
Hang on,
you're
hang
21,
on. December
so
of 2015. I would have turned 16. Yeah, I would have been 16. Okay, we got that math out of the way. What was actually really cool though is when I saw the Force Awakens the second time, it was at the same theater my dad had seen the original Star Wars at when he was a kid. Tickets had gone up from like $1 to $20
generation
because not just inflation, but like it was, it's one of these full recliners, and it's the kind of theater where you can order alcohol and stuff. Like it's really bougie theater.
Oh, okay.
It's a very, very high-end movie theater in Southern California. But, where's I going with that? Anyway, so that one was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. Number 8 is pretty good. Wasn't quite as good as number 7, but it was still pretty solid. This one, it's very visually nice. It's a good film to watch, but as a Star Wars film and as kind of a continuation of the trilogy, it's not the best. Like, I think I've heard someone say, like, it's a good film, it's just not a good Star Wars film. Like, if you took it on its own, it's a fairly decent film.
Okay.
But when you consider it in the scope of the larger Star Wars franchise, it's not great. I don't know. That's like... And yes, I agree. The music was, yes, the soundtrack's great because John Williams. It's visually spectacular because they threw $275 million at it. That budget is insane.
Welcome to Disney.
Yeah, welcome to Disney. They own everything.
ever since
This is why Disney can get away with charging you $150 for a one-day pass at Disneyland. Like, the last time I went to Disneyland was... we used to have season passes at Disneyland a long time ago, and we had the base pass, which you could only get if you were a Southern California resident. So we had my uncle come along and write his address down. My uncle lives in SoCal. So we live up in Northern California, but we have family down there. So this was probably 2011. The base pass was like $200. It was the SoCal Select. You got a lot of blackout days and stuff, but it was like barely any more than... Now, to get a dual park pass for a single day per person is about $200, I'm pretty sure. So it used to be you could get like all... I have to close a window. There's a car alarm.
What the?
Anyway,
that's not in your
it used
area.
to be you could get...
That was mine.
Disney money. It used to be you could get a pass for, it was a very limited pass, so you could only really do weekdays, and like if it was a standard week, like Thanksgiving week... Can I finish my story?
He didn't even talk. He
Alright, sure.
hasn't even started talking about Rise of Skywalker yet.
I'm giving backstory and filling time. Anyway, so this is why Disney's made of money. Used to be you could get a pass for cheap back in like 2011. The highest end pass, which had no blackout days and stuff, was like $500 for the year. I'm pretty sure now it's like $2,000 per person. By the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like. This is why Disney prints money, and this is why they can get away with charging $200 to spend a day in their theme parks, because people will buy it. It's like why Chevron charges like $3.50 a gallon for gas, because people are stupid enough to do it. Whereas I can go to Costco and pay $2.69 or something. That's a reference that's not going to make any sense to anyone outside of California or North America, because I'm still, even if I go to Chevron, I'm paying half as much as you guys over in Europe. Like what's gas?
How
like
much do we pay for it?
Well, if I convert,
Gas.
let's see, 269 divided
Petrol.
by
Petrol.
3.8. No, gas is in petrol. Yeah. So I'm paying the equivalent of 71 cents US per liter. That's what? 50 pence? Something like that? 50 or 60 pence?
Yeah.
Yeah, so gas is cheap here. Oh. And yes, you are physically a part of the continent of Europe. Shut up.
Yeah. Fuck Europe, especially that tiny land called Britain.
You need to get everyone on the coast with a paddle and just we're moving. This is how the UK migrates over towards like Iceland or something. Screw this place.
Screw this. Screw
No,
screw Forest. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Anyway, so Disney can print money. This is why they can spend $275 million on a movie. That is more money than
They're big bucks.
okay. That $275 million, right? You could probably buy a good-sized town for that amount of money. Like every piece of property, every building, every road, everything in a town, you could buy if you had that kind of money, or you could buy a Star Wars movie. So, but so it's a nice looking. Where's I going with it? Disney prints money. They can spend a lot of money on a movie. Even if the stuff going into the movie isn't great, they can still make it look really nice, and they can still, they just plaster
It's so
some
obvious
well-known
it's
French.
CGI.
It's really good CGI. Like
It is. It's phenomenal CGI.
Yes.
I'm
It
weird
is
on my
good CGI, in fairness.
I can't watch like older space CGI stuff. Like I can't watch Star Trek before Star Trek Enterprise, which came out in the early 2000s, because the lack of anything you can call CG in like the Next Generation or the original series, it just pulls me out of the story. When you can tell, oh yeah, that was made on a Commodore Amiga in 1982. I got my dates wrong. Amiga would have been like 92. Anyway, when you get to modern stuff, you get TV shows like The Expanse or Star Trek Discovery, you get these Star Wars films, it looks real. Like, in the back of your head, it's not, because last I checked, SpaceX isn't launching Star Destroyers yet. But, yeah, give it 100 years. Give it 100 years. That's all I'm going to say. Elon Musk is insane enough to do. That's probably on his list of projects as a Star Destroyer.
Oh, God.
What was that?
Or maybe a Death Star.
That's no moon. It's Elon Musk's. It's Elon Musk's latest creation. I would not put it past him. Yes, The Mandalorian is excellent. I still need to start season 2. I have it sitting on.
Right.
Yeah, I hear very good things about it.
Mandalorian is phenomenal, and it is Star Wars to me.
And
It
that
is
show's
Star Wars. Yeah, it's great.
And also, that show is created by Jon Favreau.
The person
didn't
who
he?
made
Hang on.
Lion King 2019.
Happy Hogan.
I'm trying to figure out which. There's something he There's
He
other.
did.
Hang on,
He
you
did.
I'm
got
trying
a
to think.
question.
Isn't there another show that
Oh,
another
I
famous
haven't
space show
seen
that he
either.
did? Or... No, it's not. Wait, who did Firefly? Was that Jon Favreau?
Butterfly?
Firefly.
all right.
The early 2000s space western.
Never heard of it.
I don't know. All right,
It's a good show.
yeah, Jon Favreau. He worked in the Jungle Book, the remake.
No, Joss Whedon. I'm sorry. Started with the J.
All right, Jon
Joss
Favreau.
Whedon.
All right, Jon Favreau did the Jungle Book, the remake, Iron Man 1 and 2, and Elf.
Huh. I mean,
Yep.
I'm gonna go with yes on everything but the Jungle Book remake.
Really?
I'm not a fan of these remakes of Disney films. It's like it's a cash grab. It's a money printing strategy. That's all it is. It's for people who have nostalgia for the old movies, and they're showing a Jungle Book movie. I'll go see that, and then Disney gets $10 richer.
I have the question
argue
here.
that the Jungle Book one is actually better than the original.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
at least
I agree
know
with
the
that.
Lion King one wasn't as good.
I'd say that is the one exception.
Yeah.
All rest are inferior.
Yeah. Let's see where.
Oh,
so
he's
Do you want to get onto your thoughts on? Do you want to get onto the
Oh,
rest
yes!
of your thoughts, Zach?
The rest of my.
So,
Okay. So it's a decent film. It's very visually nice. It's very, very well made, but it's not a great Star Wars film. That's my. If I were to summarize it in one or two sentences, then yeah, that's about it.
not great, not terrible.
Not great, not terrible, but more towards. It's in the. If I were to review it, it would be kind of towards the top in terms of quality because it's a really well made movie. It's just not a great Star Wars film.
Fair enough. All right, you actually got another question.
Lord of the Rings. I've watched one. I watched the first movie. I tried to watch the second movie. I got bored, and then I haven't touched it in like a year.
Okay, I actually have.
They're 3 hours.
This is one of those movies you're on your phone for half of it.
Okay, I actually have a bit of a story here.
Multitasking.
Could you scoot your mic a bit closer to your mouth? You're rather quiet. Or turn up your audio.
Okay, cool.
That's a little... Hang on, I think there's an option to change your Yeah, you can go go to the cam mic settings, uncheck automatically adjust mic volume, and you can just drag it up. So you can put your mic back where it was, but turn up your volume.
Can I?
Yeah, you click cam mic, the little gear at the bottom, and then you click audio, uncheck automatically adjust mic volume, and just crank that slider.
I think you have different settings.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Hey, there you go. I can hear you a bit better now. I'm assuming you're using the same StreamYard thing, and what are we looking at? We're looking at a ceiling fan and Lee holding up something. That is an oddly shaped ceiling fan.
Indominus might know what it is.
Yes, that's Chompy mate. Who cares? Galantis is dead. That's all I have to say.
Hold on, I will be right back.
All right.
Huh.
Well, I'm going to give my thought.
I think it's your turn for your thoughts on Star Wars.
All right. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Oh boy. I have a lot to say about this one.
Didn't you review
boy.
it?
Yeah, I did, but I want to talk about
He
it.
literally did just like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
always kick
Here we
myself
go.
after I watch these things for the Talk About show. I'm like, I should have taken notes.
All right.
What?
So,
that might help too.
All right. So, I'll give very, very, very brief thoughts on the other films. The Phantom Menace is terrible. Attack of the Clones is awful. Revenge of the Sith is really
This is
good.
where
I like
the
it
fun
even more
begins.
about it. A New Hope is very solid. The Empire Strikes Back is excellent. It's the best of the franchise. Return of the Jedi is fine. The sequel trilogy, Force Awakens is solid. The Last Jedi is fine. It's kind of starting to decline now, more I think about it, but The Rise of Skywalker, the story, it's nothing. It's nothing. The story's nothing. The story's it's not a conclusion. That's my biggest problem. It is not
going
a
to conclude
conclusive
because
story.
they're not going to. If you have a money printer, don't shut it off. You keep it running. They're going to milk this until the end of time.
And another trilogy has already been announced.
Exactly, as I was saying,
But I have
the world
hope.
go round, and Disney likes it.
But I have hope because it's going to be made by Taika Waititi, apparently.
I friggin' love him. Have you seen Jojo Rabbit?
Oh yes, it's phenomenal.
It's such a great film. That is probably one of my favorite films from last year. Was that was last
I
year?
heard
Right?
it's
Came out
very good.
2019?
Yeah, it was. But
Yeah.
it was for you. It was this year for us Brits.
I
And Irish.
think I don't know. We got it on Amazon or something. We rented it through the TV. But
I was going
it's
to search something.
friggin' fantastic movie. So If Taika Waititi's making it, it's gonna be great. He's good
Yes.
at this stuff.
All right, but yeah, back onto Skywalker.
Sorry.
Notice
story's
how
a
we're
mess.
trying to talk about. Notice how. No, sorry, but notice how we're trying to talk about everything apart from Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, because Rise of Skywalker is an underwhelming is underwhelming.
Yeah, but I still have to give my thoughts.
Oh,
I'm
Yes,
the
you
host.
do. I will sit back.
Steam.
Right. So, yeah, the story's a mess. It's nothing. It is a really poorly written story. It is not a conclusion, and it's bland. It's not a very interesting film, and I can see why it has a lot of fans that find it a disappointment because it's a mess. It is an absolute mess. The story, it's all over the place. It's nothing. The thing that bugs me, it is not a conclusion for the saga. It is not. No, I can name several conclusions. Avengers Endgame, where Avengers Endgame is similar to this. It's the conclusion of the Infinity Saga. Big wrap up, brilliant film. It's a conclusive ending. How to Train Your Dragon 3. Okay, the epilogue is more, the ending's more open ended, but still a conclusive film. I can name dozens of conclusions that are more conclusive. And I know it's a bit of a weird comparison, but even TV show finales, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Power Rangers Dino Thunder, their finales are much more conclusive than this conclusion. It's not a very good film. The characters are bland. I didn't care for any of them. The action's good, the acting's good, the music's fine. Oh, it's just a mess. It is just a mess of a film, and that's why I give it a 5 out of 10. It is a really messy film. And the villain, oh god, the main villain is a joke.
I
Are we
am
still
the
there?
Senate.
Don't mind me. I'm
Oh,
just
God.
struggling to hold
Hang
it
on,
together with
we
all
have
of
a
the strat
question.
hard on
We
in
have a
chat.
question.
That's not the
We have a
that's not the
question.
chat message I'm struggling to hold it together about. It's the ones before.
Hold on.
Alright,
Why
well, we
is
have a
my
question.
message? Why isn't my message appearing in the comments?
Someone asks, has Zach and Indominus watched the YouTube video, the YouTube poop video, oh God, the YouTube poop video of Star Wars Episode 1 called Obi-Wan Drinks King Guan's Gin?
I
I
should.
don't watch YouTube poop. It's not my thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
that
like
is
YouTube
sometimes.
poops. I like
Sometimes.
prequels. I like prequel memes. Now listen here. you
Yes,
little shit.
I don't like I don't like YouTube poops, but I do like prequel memes. I will go for that. But
Alright,
I'm just
so,
what is your comment section, Lee? What is going on?
I don't know.
Two people are just doing this ironically, but I can't tell about the third person.
Boy. This is up there with my friend's mink underwear.
Alright, we'll
What?
wait a while to get to our final
Yeah,
topic,
that's an
and
actual
we'll-
thing. It's a running gag. This friend of mine, like, she owned him long before I reviewed the movie, but now she just
Okay, I'm back. What your topic is right now?
minion underwear.
Shrek 2.
Oh, Shrek 2. Oh, Shrek 2.
Hang on.
I prefer minion underwear.
Okay.
Minions. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. I did end up
Actually,
using
hang
that
on,
clip
before we
from
get
the
to
last that podcast for my
Yes, I
the
saw
intro to
it.
my review of Minions. Yes, and yes. I'm
Which
gonna
couple is
talk
better?
about show
Emma
number 10
and
as
Adam
well as my
from
video that
Loki
includes talk about show
or
number 10.
Duncan and Pedimum from Attack of the Clones. Even though I didn't really care that much for No Strings Attached, I would say that probably had a much better romance.
Hold on.
What? Hang on. What the hell is Little Nightmares?
I think it's like a video game.
I've never heard
It's a
of it.
video game.
Still never. I mean, I play a lot of video games. I can rotate. There's a PS3 hiding back there, an Xbox hiding behind there, and there's a Switch and my gaming computer. I play a lot of video games, but
It's a
haven't
PC
played
game,
that
I
one.
think.
Still haven't played that one.
I'm more of a Skylanders person.
I've got like a terabyte of games
course
on
you
that
are.
computer, and none of them are that.
Now we just sit here awkwardly.
Yes, we sit here awkward. I'll just
As Lee shoves Drobot into the camera.
I'm just flipping between home screens. I'm not actually doing anything.
I need to find something to do. He's looking at his
GTA
phone.
5.
He's doing
Okay, I'm back. God.
Okay,
People
he's
are
back.
Woo.
Hold on.
Grand Theft Auto 5. is
Where
amazing.
were we?
I've played through it. I've played through it like 3 times. The whole story.
All right, so we got on to our next topic. Shrek 2.
Yes.
Indominus, can you give your thoughts?
Shrek 2 is
Sounds
a
like-
phenomenal movie.
Yes.
The
Yes,
soundtrack.
it is.
The soundtrack is just yes.
Amazing. Yeah.
The story is yes.
Yeah.
The animation is
Yeah.
It's all right for the time.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well,
Could be
It's
worse.
good for 2004.
So.
and the characters are yes. Everything
The
is
humor.
yes.
The humor.
It's good for
The humor. Don't forget about the humor.
The
The
humor.
humor and the yeah, the humor. Come on.
That probably falls under one. I'm guessing that falls under one of the other yeses.
Yes, it does. But
Was it the
but-
story yes
but-
or the characters
but-
yes?
But can I just say, none of the jokes in that movie are funnier than Minion underwear.
I am. If I never have to interact with minions again in the rest of my life, I will be happy. But I think I will actually try to review the new Minions film, like see it in theaters and review it when it's still on.
The
Just
brew.
so-
You just film your whole entire reaction to it. You just
I'm-
bring
well,
in a
no, I'm-
full-on camera.
Well, what I should do is I should do it at the drive-in theater so I can actually have a laptop and take notes.
Oh shit.
I'm just there in the drive-in.
It would just type down, Minion
because I
has
can't-
braces, which isn't realistic.
Well, no, it's this is terror. The problem is it's hard. I'd have to do it with a camera on me or something because
Wait, hang on, Zach.
I-
Before we get on, Indominus, do you have anything else you want to say?
on Minions.
Oh.
Tangents are fun.
The only thing I have to say is, yes.
Okay. Well, do you want to continue talking about the second film, or?
Oh, for God's sake, Lee.
Okay, Jesus, calm down. I'm only asking.
This is. I don't know. I
This
vote
is
for
a, this is a
making.
literal shit show.
I was gonna vote for making it a bit more freeform. This podcast, just four friends talking crap about movies, right? That's. But I guess we can continue talking about Shrek 2 if you want.
All right. Well, if
Tom
Indominus is
sucks.
finished,
Yeah, buy a
then,
Garmin.
then we'll put the microphone onto Jose. Give your thoughts on Shrek 2.
Shrek 2. Okay. I really enjoy Shrek 2. It's a great sequel. It's just as great than the first one. So the story was great. The animation was sometimes good because keep in mind this is in the 2000s. So, and the characters are really lovable, even likable, and
Even likable.
likable. Yeah, and that's
Likeable.
2004. 2004 is actually one of the big year of animation.
It's a big year in terms of media,
Yeah, and like The Incredibles.
and I
The
mean
SpongeBob-
very, very big year. Okay, this one comes to mind.
Of course, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man
You're out
2.
of frame. All we're seeing is your wall and hearing laughter, and I think your bed is shaking with the laughter.
and
Yes,
Spider-Man 2.
it is.
So yeah. Yeah, overall Shrek 3. But not Shrek 3, no. Not Shrek the third.
Yes, the best movie of all time, Shrek 3.
I have all 4 on my Plex server. I've watched the first 2 twice, and I always stop after the second one because I don't want to watch the other 2.
Why?
Yeah, it's
Shrek
not great.
Forever After is actually good.
Yeah, but I have to watch Shrek 3 to get to there.
Don't just.
You
skip
actually
it.
don't. It actually completely ignores it.
Yeah. Overall, Shrek 2, great sequel. So yeah, that's
What do you think of the humor?
great. Also, the humor is actually really funny too.
Yep. I love the humor, but we'll talk about my thoughts later. Zach, give your
Boom.
thoughts on Shrek 2.
It's a really good
Do you have
movie.
anything else you
It's-
want to say, Joe? Or
I want to say one thing. Boom, 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 boom. That's to say.
I don't get it.
Huh?
What?
dun, 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 dun.
That's
All right,
pretty.
Zach, give your thoughts
Um,
on
Some
Shrek
Morse
2.
code.
It's a really good film. Most things have already been said, but no, it's a really, really good film. It's animated comedy done right. It's not
Yes.
just stupid jokes. It's smart jokes.
It's
You
a
gotta-
family film.
You actually, it's a good film. Yes, it's a family film, not a kids film. There's a very big
Yes.
distinction. A kids film is Minions. A kids animated comedy is Minions. A family animated comedy is Shrek 2.
Yep.
One is terrible, the other is good.
Not just good.
The
Yep,
other is
you
really
got it.
quite good. Yes, it's
It's so
an excellent-
good.
It is an excellent film. It takes a lot for a movie to like hit my favorites list. There's very few movies that, like,
Mm.
don't get me wrong, I love this movie, but it's
You wouldn't
it
call it
doesn't-
like spectacular.
it's not in my ultimate favorites. It's a really good film. How do I say this? I love the movie. I just don't love the movie.
Wait.
I don't.
Like, yeah. You don't have a passion for it, like say How to Train
I
Your
don't.
Dragon
Yes, I don't
films.
feel. I don't feel a super attachment. Like, I mean, I saw these a couple times when I was a kid, but it's not like it was. I never saw them in theaters or anything. There's no super nostalgia attachment.
Same.
They're just good movies, and I love. You don't have to. Lowbrow comedy is not funny. You have to actually smart jokes. You have to set up your jokes well. And you
Yeah.
have to put. You have to have puts. What they need to do for these movies is put actual comedians, like, at least consult with them. People who are actually funny.
Yes.
Not just
Mm.
not just a movie. I forget. What movie did I use the 1,000 Monkeys with Typewriters line? I think that might have been frick. I don't know. Anyway, either way, don't write. You don't just have a bunch of randos writing a movie. Like, I wouldn't be good at writing a comedy film. Don't make me write you a comedy film. Like, don't pass it off to randos. Don't give it to someone who's actually funny. And when that happens, you end up with good stuff. When you just
So-
have whatever generic writing staff who writes everything else for Illumination.
So therefore, don't let any of us write a movie
Yes.
because none of us are funny.
No, apparently we're not. I don't know. I feel like I could do a mean desk monologue.
So continue. You were saying about the film.
Where was I? It's a great movie.
You were like saying it
Um,
uses comedy really well.
It uses, yes, it does. It's smart about being funny. It's not just, oh, haha, someone fell over, or
Yeah.
haha, these kids are stuck in a tar pit for Ice Age 1. Haha, these kids are stuck in a tar pit, which is a line I used in my review. Go watch the
Minions
review.
Rise of Gru.
That's just out of context.
Mm.
Why did that thought come to your mind?
Sorry, that's a movie. That was the first movie I reviewed. That's a line I remember from that. Is I was talking about these basic jokes not being funny, and I used poop jokes, the diaper thing where he's flinging around the diaper, and I used haha, these kids are stuck in a tar pit for examples of how not to be funny. Blue Sky Studios. Wait, did they actually do the writing, or they just put it together? Who writes this crap?
Writers.
DreamWorks.
Yes. No,
DreamWorks
just-
writes.
Let's see. Turtle, what? Oh, Ice Age. See, Ice Age 2 is actually okay, though. I don't know. That's the one I have nostalgia for. The first Ice Age is crap.
And
Oh,
the
I
others?
love the first movie.
The first
I
one,
only like the first three, and that's about it.
I like number 2 and 3. I'm gonna say.
I'm very nostalgic for the third one and the fourth one.
I do like how they have Simon
Mainly
Pegg
the
in
third
those.
one.
I like the appearance of Simon Pegg as
Yes.
voicing the
Buck.
Weasel dude.
Buck.
Just yes.
His name is Buck.
Buck.
Who
Yes.
Continue.
cares?
First Ice Age is a masterpiece. Watch The Big Bang Theory? A little bit. Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No. Modern Family? No. The first Ice Age is not a masterpiece. See my review to learn more. It's not a
Where
good
is
film.
this? Where's this
The
comment?
chat.
I don't see this.
You gotta make sure you put it over to live chat instead of top chat so it won't filter.
Lumber says the first ICA is a masterpiece. Rocks. Lumber Rush back.
So I see.
It's not great, not terrible.
Yeah.
I am
know.
a master of mediocrity. Yes, I know he played Scotty.
Alright, go on. Zach, you were talking about the...
It's a solid
Dude,
animated. It's probably one of the better animated films from that decade.
Fair enough.
Really, I actually can't. Is there any better animated films that came out for 2000?
Kung Fu
2009?
Panda. Kung Fu Panda, 2008.
I'd say it's the same level as Kung Fu Panda for me.
Yeah.
How
They're
to
both
Train
really
Your
good
Dragon?
films for their own. How to
How to Train Your
came out in
Dragon's
2010. That's the next
2010.
Come out in
decade.
2010.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking 2000 is.
Oh, in the 2000s.
What else is notable from that time? They pooped out a couple
Chicken
of
Run?
Ice Age films. What?
Chicken Run?
Shark Tale.
Yeah, they crapped that one out too.
Madagascar.
Yeah.
Shrek, the first one.
These are not arguments in favor of good movies from the 2000s. These are a list of mediocre movies from the 2000s.
Oh, Robot? Robots?
Robots creeped me out. I don't know why.
Astro Boy.
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
I know a really good one. I know a really good animated film from the 2000s.
Which one?
Fantastic Mr. Fox. Now that I
The
love.
Yeah.
I
movie.
haven't seen that.
Underrated jam. Well,
Yeah.
underrated stop motion anime. Oh, The Emperor's New Groove.
That's a good film.
Underrated.
that
seen
might be
it in a
nostalgia
long
time.
time.
I haven't seen that since like middle school.
We all forgot about the most important film that came out in the 2000s. Wall-E.
Yes.
Wally's
Wall-E is
pretty
the
good.
best animated film that came out in the 2000s. I will say
How
that
did we
hands
forget
down.
that?
No, I disagree.
Yeah, Wall-E is friggin' fantastic. It's just you watch it and you have a smile on your face. It just makes you.
It's a
feel
good film. It is a very good film, but I'm sorry. I still go with Kung Fu Panda.
Freaking nerd.
Fair enough. I
I'm
put
kicking.
Kung Fu Panda a little bit below.
Oh yeah, 2008, the same year as Madagascar 2 and Space Chimps.
Yeah, I like Madagascar too.
Space Chimps. Oh god. That's up there with what was that one with the guinea pigs? G-Force, right? Was that gerbils or
Yes.
guinea pigs?
Yes.
That was the weird era of Disney. It's the era of what the hell are we doing?
Wait, what about wait?
I saw
What
that
about-
film. I think I own that film. I don't know why.
Wait, what about Happy Feet? The first one, the first Happy Feet.
That one weirded me out.
I
too,
like the
a little
Happy
bit.
Feet movies.
I knew it. I knew it the first. You'd see.
Like,
Might be
I
watching
don't know
it,
why,
I
but
couldn't go through it.
like 8-year-old Zach got weirded out by a lot of movies. I've got a much higher tolerance for weird now.
Fair enough.
But no,
All right,
I haven't
back to
seen
Shrek.
Happy Feet in a long time. Yes, Shrek.
Yes.
Good film.
Yeah, back to Shrek.
You should talk
back
now,
to
Lee.
Shrek 2. Back to Shrek 2.
All right, so it's my go to talk about it.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let me begin with a narration. We all go
Oh,
back
God.
to 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Lots of
even
great
exist?
media was being released.
Hang on, what year were you born, Lee?
Spider-Man 2. I'm giving my narration, Zach, about 2004.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. How can you go back to 2004? Did you even exist in 2004?
Yes, I did. 'cause
Hold
we're
on.
16.
Hold on. I think that's going to be the punchline.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Continue.
Okay, we all go back to 2004. Lots of media was released. Spider-Man 2, The Incredibles, Shrek 2, Shark Tale, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. However,
Something magnificent existed then.
Oh my god.
me, I was born.
Correction. Me.
Thank you. That's where we're going for.
Yeah.
I would have been 4, or I think I turned 5 in 2004.
5, yeah.
I'm
'cause you're
old,
21.
I know.
Well, here's the thing here. Fun fact: me and Lee were born on the same exact day, so we
Huh,
share a
really?
birthday. Yeah.
You know, when I lived in the Bay
you
Area,
didn't know about that.
fun fact,
No.
when I lived in the Bay Area, so I lived on the inside of a court. There was a person living on the house. We shared a back fence. Kid had the exact same birthday as me. Like,
Really?
I lived right next to someone with the same birthday. What are the odds of that?
Cool.
Not great. You said great content and said Shark Tale. Hold up, Chief.
Yeah, I think Shark Tale is a great film.
I agree with that take.
I think Shark Tale is underrated.
It's like Finding Nemo, but weird.
It's like finding.
It's
Nemo
actually
from
nothing like Finding Nemo, though, in terms of story.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
yeah,
it's
the good-
animated fish. You can't
You
tell me
remember
it's
the-
nothing
That's the
like,
only
like Finding
similarity.
Nemo. It's animated fish.
it's dangerous if a star. Do you remember the song "The Good Digger"? The
Yeah. All
I
right,
haven't seen
now.
that movie in over 10 years.
I remember that movie Shark Tale would get shown on TV all the time. But came on this channel had presenters, so I remember sitting there watching it. After the end of the movie, the presenters would come on and say, "Wasn't that a great movie?" And then I remember being like, "No, it wasn't."
Hey, that's a thing in the UK, right? The and now your feature presentation of whatever at the beginning of things. Is that a thing?
Well,
Like they'll actually kind of there's a person that comes on and explains what's about to show.
it depends on the channel.
Okay. Because I have like on my Plex server, I have some rips of a TV show that came from the channel Dave, and it always ends with the coming up next. Like they didn't stop recording before the Dave guy explained what was going to happen, what they were going to show next. This is like off-air recordings from like 2005. It's a show called Jeremy Clarkson's Motor World.
All right.
Came out in the mid-90s.
All right, now we
Where were
continue.
we going?
So, 2004.
What
Yeah.
are we talking about now?
Okay,
2004, apparently.
I have to give my thoughts on Shrek 2.
Bush got reelected.
Uh,
What else happened
All right,
in 2004?
I'll give my thoughts.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
sorry.
I'll give my
it
thoughts.
turned 2005 at the end.
All right, thank
Yes,
you.
it did.
I'm getting distracted a lot. Okay,
I'm so sorry, man.
yeah. That's why I put you up for last. All right,
It just gives me all the-
okay. Well,
I'm sorry
let me
that I
continue.
can't resist the urge to do one-liners when everybody else is talking.
All right, so Shrek 2. It's actually the first DreamWorks film I remember. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. But the first film I ever saw in my
Were-
entire life was Stuart Little.
Oh yeah. Screenplay by M. Night Shyamalan.
But yeah, Shrek 2. I liked it as a kid, but now that I've gotten older, now I understand more about it. I think this movie is phenomenal. I'm going to say
That-
it. It's perfect.
That's
No, I'm saying it right now. Pure and simple. Perfect.
it has flaws, I will say,
But
but
we'll
that's
get to
something
why.
I've noted. Let me just say, on quick tangent on you were talking about getting older and understanding stuff more. Like that's something I've been discovering with a lot of movies I saw a long time ago and then I haven't watched until recently. Like the movie Airplane, which if you've seen it, you know the kind of humor Airplane has.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that in like 5 years, and then so I walk in and it's on TV and my dad's watching. I sit down and I had so many moments. Just oh, I get it. And now I mean, I thought it was a good film before. Now it's like, okay, this is like you get jokes
Really
better
funny.
as you age, and
Yes.
that's something I've noticed when I've been rewatching things. Is there's a lot more stuff you get. and it's great.
Yes, definitely.
Now back to you, Lee. Wrong direction.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
I keep doing that because you're that way on my computer screen, but you're that way on.
That's why I
Yeah,
always
no.
look up because apparently he's above me.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
he's this way. But he's not this way.
All
I'm
right, back
confused.
to
Back to Shrek 2.
Yes. Donkey.
Donkey.
I thought you were trying to say thank you in German, but that came out wrong. That's Donkey, not donkey.
When your Scottish
Don't-
accent is so bad, you sound German.
Donkey. Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Oh God, no. That's.
I think this is
Don't.
I think this is a great film. Like I said, I think it's perfect. But you're probably wondering, but Lee, you say that nearly every movie isn't perfect. That's true. But the thing is, I think the reason I call this perfect, it does its job correctly.
It's because you always have low expectations.
No, because I actually think it's funny. The thing is, even though I do prefer How to Train Your Dragon 3 and all that, this has a much better villain. No, way better villain. I think the story's fantastic. It really is the true continuation of the first film. The thing the film does correctly is humor. I adore the humor. I especially love the jokes. Don't you point those dirty green sausages at me.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, the best part of the movie, the dinner scene.
I didn't think about it like that.
Oh, the dinner. I love the dinner. Oh, it's oh god. Oh, it's enchanted forest. Abundant with squirrels and cute little duckies. An ogre from a
Just
swamp. Oh,
euphemisms.
how original.
Oh yeah, Shrek, Fiona.
Donkey.
Yeah, the donkey. That was
It's a good.
Oh, the story is fantastic. It's a really great continuation of the first film. The animation, I actually think, is really great. It actually
It's
has
good for
aged
the
very
time.
well. Yeah, no, it is. It's so funny. When you look at the first Shrek, and then you compare the animation of that to, say, the third How to Train Your Dragon, DreamWorks has come a long way in animation.
Yep.
It just shows. I love that comparison. And I think, like, I just
Actually,
think,
the
like,
most
it's a...
You were saying that the animation comparison. The most interesting one for me is if you're comparing fire animation in the first Shrek versus, like, when the dragon's breathing fire versus in How to Train Your Dragon, the 2010 one. It's just...
Oh, yeah.
It's orders of magnitude more polished, the fire. It's not just kind
Yeah,
of
no, it
generic
is,
fire
the fire.
particles spewing forth. It's actual... the fire has weight, it has momentum, it has... It's physically... It has physical substance, is what it's like.
Yeah. No, like, the animation I still think is great. It looks much better than the third movie.
Yep. Shrek the third.
Everything
I
is
think-
bad in the third movie.
Hard.
Yes. The characters are great. I love the relationships. The dialogue is great. I love the introduction of Puss in Boots. I love the villains, Prince Charming, Fairy Godmother, the King and Queen. Oh, stop being such a drama king. I love the jokes. Like I said, oh my god, the jokes are so funny. The soundtrack is phenomenal. I was singing "I Need a Hero" at the beginning. Well, I tried to anyway. The climax is
Never do that again.
tried.
Don't do that again.
the
please.
climax is amazing. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It ends in such a satisfying way. Like, you just... The thing is, when the movie ends, the fun's over. It's a fun movie. It is
It also
actually... Sorry?
It also doesn't take itself too seriously,
on.
which is, I would say, a good thing. Like, it has fun. It's aware that it's a movie. It's aware it's poking fun of things, and it just kind of rolls with it and has a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
Alright,
I also
yeah.
appreciate that. Anyway, continue. Well,
Yeah.
continue. Wrong. I need to gesture this way. It's very confusing.
Mm.
Yeah. I think it ends in such a satisfying way. Like, it knew what it wants to do. It has its dramatic moments, but it is mainly a comedy. Like, its main focus is comedy. But the jokes so balanced. You have your kid jokes, your adult jokes, and you have a great story. It does its job fantastic.
It's almost like the writers actually put an effort.
Yeah.
It's like they realize that adults are going to be in the theater too because 7-year-olds can't drive themselves to the theater. If they could, I would be concerned.
Exactly. No, I love it. I think it is a phenomenal sequel, and I think it's a great film. It is a really, really great sequel, and I love it for that. But you know what we should do? We could do a commentary on this, and possibly just laugh.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Yes.
Yes,
A Shrek
that'd be
2
so
commentary?
fun. Yeah, that'd
I'd
be
be down for
fun.
that though. How would that work with copyright and things? Is it going to be one of
Oh,
those?
we can, like,
Okay,
turn the
start the
volume
movie
down.
now on your own stream, so you can be synced up to where we are.
Well, we're not doing it
also-
now. We'll do it like
Hold
some
on.
other time.
Yeah.
That wouldn't
it-
work very well
it-
because
it's
you
on
guys are all
Netflix.
2 of you are PAL region, the other 2 of us are NTSC region, and PAL DVDs run like 4% faster than NTSC DVDs. So by the
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
that's
would finish
true.
the movie like a minute or 2 earlier than us. It has to do with this is actually kind of interesting. So US DVDs run at 30 full frames or 60 fields per second, and a movie shot at 24. So they do this thing called 3:2 pull down, where some frames are shown over 2 frames and some are shown over 3. So it's 2-3, 2-3, 2-3, and that's how the 24 frames fit to 1 second of 60 frames. But in the UK or Ireland or anywhere in Europe that uses PAL 50 hertz, you have but instead of doing some weird, basically you'd only be doubling 1 frame every second, which would look kind of weird. It would just kind of jitter. So instead, what they do is they just speed the whole movie up by 1 frame per second. So hang on, 25. Yeah, they speed the whole thing up by 4%. So if you're watching a European DVD, everything's 4% faster than an American DVD.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like at school.
Right? No, I mean it's interesting. Hang on, I spend a lot of time
Zach's a
on
good
editing and
guy.
stuff. I know a lot about these things, and this is all harking back to analog video. So the original reason why Europe is 60, or sorry, the US is 60 and Europe is 50 is because of power. It's the electricity. In the
Really?
US, our electricity switches directions. It's alternating current. In the US and North America, the electricity switches directions 60 times per second. So when they were first designing TVs, it made sense. Oh, the TV relies heavily on timing because what it's doing is it's a single dot being turned brighter and darker incredibly quickly. And that's how an analog TV works. Just the dot getting brighter and darker as it scans from the top to the bottom of the image 60 times a second is what you see on an old school TV. Yes. Yes. Engineering class with Zach. You can tell I'm
This is a film podcast, not an engineering podcast.
No, but this has to do with film. This is TV. This is
It's a big part.
is everything.
It's a big impact.
And also we still have, why not fill some more time because we've hit all the topics.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but this
but,
is interesting stuff.
I
So-
do want to hang on. I do want to wrap up my thoughts. Sorry, Zach.
Okay, I'm
He
sorry.
hasn't
And then we'll go back to analog television lessons with Zach.
All right. I think it's a
Okay.
really damn great film, and I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So, on to you, Zach. What do you want to talk about?
Yes, back to class. Okay.
Don't go on too long, though, because we do want to wrap up.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, it has to do with they needed precise timing. Because if the timing gets off, then it's just not going to be a visual picture. You're not going to have... You can't... If your timing is garbled on a TV signal, you're just going to get weird static on the screen. So, what
Hang on,
they
Zach. Mitchell. Sorry. Mitchell, I don't mean to be sounding rude, but we try to answer the questions, but we can't answer every single one. It's a bit hard to keep up with them, so I do apologize.
Yeah.
It's a lot of... sorry, it's... Can we get back to...
Especially
this
with,
is
with the
inter-
topic for it. So go on, Zach. You were continuing about your
Interesting
lesson.
stuff. Sorry, I'm an electrical engineering student. I love this stuff. So anyway,
Yes.
so-
I know that.
the start of this, it has to do with timing. To get a usable video signal, your timing has to be perfect. So what's a good source for a timing signal? Oh, you can use the electric grid. So the electric grid in the US, on AC power, it switches directions 60 times a second. And what they did is they locked the TV signal to that 60 times a second. So that's how you get your 60 hertz. That's how you get your 60 frames per second. And that's why our TV is, 30 or 60 frames per second, any video we output here.
It's interesting.
In Europe, your power runs at 50 hertz, which is it switches directions 50 times a second, the AC current. And you still need to lock it to timing. So what did they do? They made TV run at 50 hertz. But what's interesting is they have the same amount of bandwidth, but they have longer to fill, so they can do more vertical resolution. So a European DVD is actually a higher resolution than an American DVD, but it's sped up and weird things happen. Anyway,
got a
so it's
question.
all about all of this weirdness has to do with timing. Let's see. Brokeback Mountain. Of course I haven't seen that.
All right. Okay. So,
I'm sorry. That was I couldn't resist an interesting dive into. So, long story short, you can't start.
Yes, my little
I
Christmas
reject
lights.
Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Are you
Do
serious?
not.
He has a Christmas tree up right now.
Yeah,
It's November
I'm
14th.
More
I
than
can't
a
think of-
month.
I can't think about Christmas for two
Hang
more
on.
weeks until after Thanksgiving.
Before we wrap up, who was up for a Christmas special of this on December 5th?
December 5th.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
I can.
This
Is
week?
December 5th a weekend?
Yes, Saturday.
Yes, I can probably do that.
Yeah.
Who'd like to do that? We can talk about Christmas films, our favorites.
Oh, yes.
I need to
And
work.
we're
I need to
Christmas
start
happy.
thinking about. I need to start thinking about my review of the Polar Express. I remember that one being like totally uncanny valley, and that might be a good,
Nice.
not great, not terrible.
Speaking Christmas, I got some stuff, some DVDs for this week. So I might send this and Discord what I got this week.
Hang on, I gotta. If we're talking DVDs, let's see here. I've got my latest hassle. Yeah, why do I have 3 Blu-rays of How to Train Your Dragon? There's a story
Well,
there.
Yep. Wait, 3 copies.
So my
of the
first. Oh fuck! Which one was which? I need to figure out which one was the not damaged one. Let's see
damaged?
here. This is the one this is the bad one. Okay. So
I
my
thought we were
original
supposed
copy.
to.
Go on.
We're going on.
Why are
We're
you
talking about
talking-
getting DVDs for Christmas. I'm telling a story that has to do with DVDs. My first copy.
Well, don't go
Blu-ray
on
got
too long.
scratched.
Do it till we do.
Please, just
I mean,
talk
if it
when I
would just
hear
turn
this.
off.
All right.
So Blu-ray got scratched in the first copy, right? So I order another one. The other one
chuck
comes. I did. It's onto my bed. It's soft. Which one is this? Hang on. This one is. I think this is the okay one. This is the one I got replacement. These are all used. I haven't actually tested it. This is the one I'm giving to my friend. It's in decent shape, not perfect, but it should work.
Mm.
And then this is the one where both discs are in basically perfect shape. This is the one I'm keeping. But this is a total of this is mine.
Oh my
This is
god!
amazing.
This is where I waste my money on. Is 3 copies of How to Train a Dragon.
Joe's looks like a serial killer.
Wait, what?
All right, we have a question. Then we're going to wrap up.
You either look
Which
like a
movie
serial
company is
killer
better,
or
Spyglass or
Dave
Skydance? I don't know.
I
All
have
right.
no thoughts on that.
Me neither. Okay, so
Kenobi.
we are
Okay,
going to end.
Let's
this
see if we
live.
hit.
Thank you all for watching. And
What? Are we
so,
ending?
does anyone have?
We're ending.
All right, so
Wait, oh, what?
finished.
Hey,
we
we're
talked about all our
having fun.
topics.
We can just
So
talk.
what?
It's too.
It's
we
fun. It's
can't
4
go on
guys
too
talking
long.
crap about movies. That's entertaining. We are done. Bye, guys. I don't know. I'm all in favor of staying on for a bit longer to talk more crap.
Maybe
No,
we
I'm
jump
sorry.
into
Well,
Discord.
here's the one. All right. We'll see you
I'm
guys
sorry.
next time. And skadoosh.
Bye,
Hasta luego.
guess.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Skadoosh.
I'm confused.
Bye-bye.
Au revoir.
We're still live for some reason.
Bye-bye.